What's up, everybody, man? It's Alex from No Ceilings Entertaining. And we back. You know, I'm talking about we back. A lot has changed. I don't think I dropped in probably about almost a year. So a lot of new stuff has changed. I ain't in California no more. I ain't in the Bay. I'm in Seattle. Henry's not here, unfortunately. You know, my guy, he's still back in the Bay handling his business. And, yeah, new life, new me, new shirt. Straight from Zara. Shout out Zara. Looking presentable. You know what I mean? I got my man in the back, Cole Bennett. You won't be seeing him, but he's going to be helping me out. And today, we're going to be talking about my man, Andrew Tate. Ooh. So let's get ready.
The only thing Spider-Man's doing is sitting at home jerking off. How are you a superhero if you're sitting at home jerking off? Fucking loser. Spider-Man is a dork. There's nothing admirable about Spider-Man.
If you think you're going to find a man with options who's going to genuinely never ever consider those options ever, then he's just a low value dude. That's the reality of the game. The reality of the game is if the guy has choices, he's going to consider those choices.
I had a girlfriend once. She was a vegan. I didn't know she was a vegan. Unfortunately, I found out. She said, "Oh, I'll never cook meat for you." I said, "Look, well, I'll be honest with you right now. We're going to end up splitting up because you're living in my house and I'm paying the bills. And if I want steak, you're cooking it."
If a girl comes at you, you cheater, you cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
All right, so, you know, some people know Andrew Tate, some people don't. So who the hell is Andrew Tate? Well, Andrew Tate is a however many times kickboxer. I know it's 4 or 5. Basically, he could whip your ass, world champion, multi-millionaire. I think he got over 100 mil, either or. If not, he sure damn acts like it. And, you know, he has a lot of controversy things that he says. So basically, he's been all over TikTok. He's been all over YouTube, all over IG, Twitter, all that. And he got canceled. You know, before he was the one of the most interesting mans alive on the internet. So it was him right here. It was Trump, Biden, everybody else. So he was real popular, I'll say probably, 2 months ago? A lot of most. This is my. We got an intruder. All good. We'll keep it rolling. So basically, Andrew Tate, known for all his bullshit, highly popular, highly famous. Dude got canceled because he said a lot of bullshit. Basically, a lot of misogynistic stuff. You might as well come in the goddamn room, man. You over here. Come on the camera. Come on the camera. Come on the camera. This is one of my brothers, D. Will. Come on the camera. Come say what's up. Come over here.
What's up, man?
Come say what's up.
Yo.
He wasn't even in the frame. With the dumb ass. So basically, yeah, Andrew Tate's been saying a lot of bullshit, a lot of misogynistic shit. And basically, people are afraid that he is spilling the wrong words to the youth and teenage men, which I do not agree. I think it's bullshit. Really, so he got canceled. They took his IG off. They took his Twitter off. They took his Snapchat off. He didn't have a TikTok, but they tried to take everything away from goddamn TikTok of the dude. And I think it's bullshit. Really, because I think that just because somebody is saying something else that people don't agree with doesn't mean you could gang up on somebody and cancel that shit. So basically, they took his Uber away. They took random shit. They froze some of his bank accounts from him that he claims. And, yeah, it's bullshit. So they did it to Trump, I know, which I didn't even agree with. I think that in America, right, we have free speech and all the bullshit. We should be able to say what we say. Yeah. I think agree. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple of his controversy clips, and we're going to react to it, and I'm going to explain some shit. So the one reason why I fuck with Andrew Tate a lot is because I kind of say some of the bullshit that he says. And people, you know, usually get stuck on all the words and shit. Don't get stuck on the goddamn words. Get stuck on a goddamn meeting. Wrote a goddamn clip.
That would happen. She would never go to some other person's place to sleep without texting me. That's not something that would happen. Now, when I say these things, people say and come and go, "Oh, you're insecure." I don't have to enforce these rules. When a woman loves you, she doesn't want to do that. Right? So the fact that your chick went out for a night out and vanished for the night is already a massive warning sign.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that should happen. I think she should at least text you and say, "Look, I'm going here, I'm going there, X, Y, Z." You shouldn't have to really press that. If she ever does that once without being told, then you should be able to say to her, look, I'm uncomfortable you going on nights out and staying somewhere without telling me. I want to know where you are from now on. Why? You're insecure. I'm not insecure. I'm a man. If anything ever happened to you, you'd call me. I like to know where you are. You should tell me. If she goes, fuck you, I won't ever tell you where I am. Do you have control of that relationship? Are you a man in that relationship? No. Responsibility and authority are linked. This is what most people forget, especially men in the world today. You have to have authority to have responsibility. The reason the captain of the ship goes down with the ship is because he has responsibility for the ship.
I don't think that clip, first off, was really that bad. I know says a bunch of like outlandish bullshit, but really, it's basic. Your girlfriend shouldn't want to go nowhere without you. I got a girlfriend. I love her, and I don't want to be too like personal and all that shit. But like, my girlfriend needs to be by my side all the time. She wants to be by my side all the time. Why would your girl not want to be by your side all the time? You know what I mean? So, you know, she wants to go off and go, and I want to go do this. I want to go do that with my friends and not text you, not send her a location, not say, hey, baby, I'm okay. Baby, I miss you. I want to go somewhere. I want to go home. Like, what the hell? You need to reevaluate your girl, first off. Second off, it is. I do agree with the captain of the ship part. Like, it's like being a captain of a football team, right? Captain of any team, right? You got the captain. He's a leader, but he also takes the fall, right? You see, corny ass Russell Wilson. I love you, Russell Wilson. We do some corny shit. So, you know, Russell Wilson goes in an interview, right? They all say, "Oh, we lost. What happened? Oh, my bad. I didn't do this. I didn't make my reads. I went for fucking 11 for 12, 11 for 30. You know, pass completion. You know, we did this in the yard line. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. Right? Russell Wilson wins. What did he say? We did as a team. We all did good. This guy did that. This guy did that. Basically, he's saying, I'm taking the blame because it's my responsibility. Your girl is your responsibility. But at the same time, she needs to know that. If she don't know that, check your girl. All right. Now, I always got a saying, women want to swim but not get wet. Basically saying they want all the benefits and all that shit. You know, all the benefits of double standards, relationships, being a woman these days, but, you know, don't want the bad shit, like taking accountability and responsibility. So I think that Andrew Tate isn't really saying any much bullshit. I think it's the way he's saying it, and that's not even that bad. He has a lot of other bullshit that I can pull up, but I won't.
Because you have to extrapolate it. You have to extrapolate it and look at it the meta point. If women can't just sleep with anybody and everybody because they're going to be known for it and shamed for it, they're going to be very, very selective with who they sleep with. If they're very, very selective, then men are going to have to be very, very hardworking and very, very dedicated to becoming a man worth sleeping with. So now men are going to be more honorable. Men are going to try harder. Men are going to be more interested in making sure that they're a person who's upstanding in society. Women are going to be very selective who they choose. They're more likely to stick with a guy through thick and thin because they don't want to add a new number to their head. Families will return. Families are an extension of society as a whole, right? It's family, then it's town, then it's city, then it's state, then it's...
So basically what Tate's saying is women should put the body count on their forehead, write it on a piece of stamp note, whatever, put it on their forehead, whatever. You know, even though, you know, it's a little outlandish and all that shit, you know, if women really did actually say their body count and it was over 30, I bet you no man would want to mess with them. I bet you no man. I ain't doing it. You got 30 bodies? Hell nah. The only reason we say that is because when women have multiple partners, it messes them up mentally and emotionally. It damages them. They can't pair bond, especially in long-term relationships. And then, like, shit, 10 years from now, they're going to want another man. They're going to get satisfied and all that. You know, so... I think because now we have all these contraceptives and abortion, which I am for abortion. And early in the episode I had a couple years ago, you know, I talked about why I'm for abortion. But, you know, because of abortion and contraceptives, we think that it's okay for women to go sleep around. And it's not. It's haram. It's haram. It's haram. It is haram. It is not okay. Do not open your legs for any other man, right? So if women close their legs, more men would try to be more stand-up men. They would have better intentions. They just wouldn't try to sleep with you. They would try to actually start something with you, start a family. And like Tate said, family equals a good household, a strong household, which is a good state, which is a good country, which is a good nation, right? So I think that, yeah, close your legs, please. Please, for the love of God, please close your legs. And, I think since feminism has brought a lot of things, Feminism has, gave women more opportunities for stuff. Women used to get their ass whooped in the house and, talked down upon, beaten, for real. But that's good. But feminism also told women that they could be like men, which is why the dating market and marriage is so messed up today. That's why 50% of U.S. households are divorced. All these single moms, single dads, all that shit is because of feminism. For real. Not even trying to knock on them or anything like that. It's failed. It has failed. The women now, I'm 24 years old. The women now, I don't need no man. I don't da. Stop it. We need men. Men need women. So, yeah, I think it'll create men to be more stand up, more intentions, and, women won't be hoes. I mean, if you get shamed for being a hoe, you're not going to want to do it. What's the first thing a woman says when she don't like another woman? Oh, that bitch a hoe. You know what I mean? So women lie about it. Yeah. But we don't like it. We don't like women going out, doing a lot of stuff with multiple men. We don't like it. I think we all need to understand that all stuff has consequences. We always talk about the pros and cons. I don't think women really want the cons. You go have sex with a lot of men, you're going to be looked down upon. Period. That's just how stuff goes. All the double standards in life, it's good when it's for women. You know what I mean? You want the free drinks, you want to get in the club for free, all that's cool. But when the double standards go opposite of y'all, it's a problem. And men don't really care about it, you know what I mean? Men don't sit there, and complain about the shit. We got to work to be the stand-up dude. If you ain't that boy, you ain't getting none. If you that man, you going to get some.
Relationships and life is full of double standards as a whole. A man's going to pay for everything everywhere you go, right? This is his duty as a man. Do you agree?
No, I do like traditional.
Okay, so you agree. So you're traditional, right? So if you want to talk about traditional, let's talk about tradition. Every single man since the dawn of human time had more than one woman. Every single king, every single emperor, every single sultan, every single conqueror since the dawn of human time had more than one woman. All of them. Every single one. Read a history book. Read the Bible. It's all in there. The Quran, all of it. You want to talk about tradition, it's all there. The only reason your mind is different, the only reason you believe differently is because of society. Society's come along.
The hard truth that I'm about to say, and I don't care. It's hard truth. Men naturally want more than one woman. We just do. Like, it's not society. It's not us being this. It's not us being that. Men intrinsically in our DNA want multiple women, right? Women, it's not the same. This is why. I do it with 3 girls. I have sex with 3 girls, right? They all know I'm the father. One girl has sex with 3 men. Who the daddy? Who the daddy? We don't fucking know. She don't know. And I think, about 50 years ago, whatever, give or take, because of DNA tests and everything like that, we could figure out. But before that, you couldn't. And before that, you couldn't be a hoe. And if you had a kid and you didn't know who the daddy was, you're on your own and you're going to die. So I think what Tate is basically saying is women cannot be out here cheating. Feminism has taught you what he could do, I could do. No. It's like animals, right? There's like, look at lions. I know y'all probably don't look at Animal Planet like I do, but I'll be checking out lions and shit, right? Right. You got one lion with all the women. The top lion. Biggest mane, biggest roar. He kills all the lions that come try to take his territory, but he has all the women. They're all willing to share him because he can protect all of them, right? It was okay, whatever, 200 years ago, whatever, society, to have multiple women. The top guys, the kings, like he says, the sultans, the top % of men always have multiple women because it's in our DNA. It is not, I promise you ladies, it is not personal. It is not too much of emotional. You don't think like a woman, think of a perspective of a man. If a woman cheats, it's terrible. Don't do it. Haram. Do not do it. Haram. But if a man could go and do it, I'm not saying it's okay. Like don't be like, oh, he's saying you could go and cheat. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'll tell you this, ladies, if you have a man that loves you, treats you great, pays for everything, acts like a gentleman, does everything you need him to do, and he slept with a girl, it is not the end of the world. I promise you, it's not the end of the world. Now, if he does this is the key one. If he treats the same girl like he treats your ass, right? If he takes her out to all these dinners, hotels, vacations, pays for her, if he treats the same way and he's tricking and doing all that like he does you, now he cheating. But if it's just, I did this and that and the third with the girl, I don't got her IG, I don't got her number, nothing like that, you shouldn't even worry about it. But would it ever happen? Hell no, that won't ever happen. But this is the thing. Do not get revenge sex. Do not do it. Please. Please, I beg of you, don't do it. It's going to damage you emotionally and mentally. And I tell women this all the time. Do not have a lot of sex. Please, for the love of God. I'm going to say this 50 more times.
If I'm with you and I then cheat.
That's disgusting. I can't believe you even said that on YouTube. However, I would not see my infidelity as nearly anywhere near even 1% as disgusting as female infidelity, because female infidelity involves emotion. You will not sleep with a man you don't like. I can sleep with a woman I don't like.
You women have been lied to, and I be trying to help women. I know y'all be getting on me because of my words and shit on Twitter and all that, whatever, close friends and how I say stuff. But really what I'm trying to say is, like, you women are getting bamboozled, right? You told women I could, focus on my career, I could do that, and men don't like that. We don't like that at all. So now, because of that, because you focus on career, you don't need a man. You get, and you're 24 years old, you look hella fine, right? You look good. I'm 22, I'm 23. You still keep the same attitude, but you decay. You get older. You get 40 years old, you get 45 years old, and you can still say that, but you won't get the man. You won't have the attention like you used to. You're going to have less options. And I promise you, a family and a kid for a woman in a woman's eyes is better than anything. Anything. Not your job. Your kid's not going to care about your job. Your grandkid's not going to care. Nobody's going to care if you was a VP for a corporate company. You're going to have 3 children. You're going to love their ass to death. You're going to do anything for them. You're going to give up your job. It don't matter. Because women value kids and family over anything else. But you were told lies saying your career and everything else was better. Bullshit. So what I'm saying is, you're going to get older, you're going to have less options, and then you're going to be living with 4 cats. So please, ladies, please change your ways, because we're seeing it now. We're seeing a lot of women. We're seeing a lot of ethnic women, black women, 45 and alone, because of what they taught. Bullshit. Because, everybody going to probably be like, oh, you get on women and women and women. Now, he gets on men too, and I'm going to get on men's ass too.
You're never going to be capable as a man if you've not had trauma. The best men ever have had trauma. If you call a police officer, you need a brave police officer. He ain't going to be brave unless he's been through shit. Yeah. He's not going to be brave unless he's been through shit. So we also, as a society, sit and look at men and go, there's 2 kinds of society. There's the matrix society, but the true society, the true women with a brain, I want a man who's strong, who's supportive, who's intelligent, who financially provides, etc. Then you're going to want a man to some degree who's been through some shit. Yeah. And a man who's internalized it and used it as a weapon. And this is what I say to people. People email me their long lists of all the bad things that happened to them, and I reply, fantastic. You are so lucky. You have all the building blocks to become the exact kind of man you want to be. If none of this shit happened to you, when something else bad happens to you later, you wouldn't be able to deal with it. Fantastic. And he goes, no, but this. He replied again with more excuses. Say, why are you making excuses? I just told you what happened to you is a good thing. You need to reframe your mind. Bad things happened to Batman. They killed his parents. Do you understand? That's why he's Batman.
All right. Now, sometimes you got to feel what it's like to be on the bottom so you can understand and never go back to the bottom. But you need to feel pain. You need to feel what it's like to be resilient, to overcome shit, to fall all the way down on your ass and get back up, to fail 5 times in a row, to understand that this life ain't fucking fair, especially as a man. You have all the power, all the tools, all the resources, the brain power, and you don't even know it, right? But what he's saying is you need to go through some bullshit so you could be dependable later in your life, so you could be in situations where I've been through this before, I know what to do. be fucking stoic. I know the fucking thing ain't zoomed in all the way, but you got to be stoic. That's Marcus Aurelius, by the way. So you have to understand that you need to go through all this bullshit as a man slowly. Good food cooked slow. You need to go through it slowly. Your 20s, your 30s. Fail, overcome. Take 2 steps back. Go again. Because, first off, nobody cares. Nobody's going to care if you're homeless. If I come right here, I got this nice shirt on, I got this podcast and shit, and I fuck up all the way, and I do some dumb shit, and I go homeless, nobody's going to care. People going to walk right past me. And they're going to walk right past your ass too. Right? When you have a family of foe, right? They don't give a fuck if you tired. They don't give a fuck if you tired. Where the chicken at? Where the money at? Can we eat? And that's what people don't understand. That's what some men don't understand. And that's the bad thing about today with men. We think everything's easy. We think everything's going to be given to us. Nothing is given, especially as a man. But that's a beautiful part of it. Because once you overcome that shit, anything is fucking possible. I know that's cliche as fuck, but anything is fucking possible, right? Right. And I get so pissed off because we have all the fucking excuses as men. There's no excuses. Like I said before, what are you going to say to your wife? What excuse are you going to say to your kids? To your family? You know what I mean? So you need to understand, you need to go through all the bullshit you can. So when you are 45 years old, you could be dependable and confident. Also, I got a little story for y'all asses, right? When I was 11 years old, I started playing football in Oakland, right? I was 11. I played with the 13-year-olds because of weight. Because in California, you got to do weight. Like, there's no unlimited weight. Like, if I was like 175 at 11 years old, I was a fat little motherfucker, right? So I had to play with the older kids, right? I got my ass whooped every day. Some of them got like mustaches and all that. I ain't got no hair on my body. I'm 11 years old. I got to come to practice every day knowing I'm not going to start, knowing I'm not going to play, knowing I'm going to get my ass whooped at every practice. I might get in the game. I might play 5 minutes if we win. If the game is tied or it's a tight game, I ain't getting in. And I know that. But what I do, I kept on going in. I kept on going. I kept on coming to any practice instead of quitting. There was another 12-year-old. That motherfucker quit as soon as he didn't get the field. That motherfucker's done. He left. He was out of there. But you know what that did? That made me get better and better and better. Being young, playing with the older kids. So the next year, I was able to play with my age, and I was dusting their ass. And that's what I'm going to do with my son. I say, you want to play sports? I'm going to throw that motherfucker in the pool. Be with the big fish, with the sharks, immediately. Survive. You either going to get through it, overcome it, or your ass not going to play no more. So that's why I tell men, man. Have trauma. Get your ass heartbroken. Don't make the team. Don't get the job. Because nobody's going to give a fuck. Nobody cares until you make it happen. Nobody cares until you get that shit done. At all. So that's my little shit on Andrew Tate, man. I think that Andrew's a cool dude. I think he's saying the right shit just in the wrong way. And I don't even think it's the wrong way. I think people are a little sensitive to what he says. Of course, he's doing a little bit for the camera, you know what I'm saying? Have a little bit of oomph on, a little entertainment and shit, you know what I mean? So I think that's cool, but he shouldn't have canceled that dude, man. I think he's good for young men and men in general, just to remind men who they are and don't get fucking emasculated. That's it. So this is No Ceilings Entertainment, and we officially back. I'll see y'all another day.